Vice President of Golden Boy Promotions, Eric Gomez, says the Ryan Garcia-Manny Pacquiao fight is not going to happen. Eric Gomez says Manny Pacquiao's team contacted them, but it turns out there's nothing to talk about. However, Guadalupe Valencia, who represents Garcia, says door is still open for this fight to take place. Valencia also said there's a chance for this fight to take place April or May, and the bout could be a non-exhibition fight. So they could change the fight from an exhibition to non-exhibition, but unfortunately, there's no title on the line anymore. Gomez also added that Pacquiao's team was new to the sport, so it was nothing to build on. And he also said Bob Arum wants to work out a deal for Ryan Garcia to face Teofimo Lopez. This story is all over the place. I know first you got Gomez saying this fight's not going to happen. Then you got Valencia, who represents Garcia, said the fight is still open to happen. And then you got Yahoo Sports saying that the fight is almost done. Only thing trying to work out is the financing part. And there's going to be a non-exhibition fight. And this is 4 hours before I made this video. What we do know for sure, WBA has made Pacquiao a champion of recess and promoted Yordenis Ugas, the WBA champion. My question is this: if Manny Pacquiao and the Ryan Garcia fight falls apart and he can't fight McGregor because that's dead in the water, what does Manny do? Does Pacquiao go back and see if he get the Errol Spence fight? Does he fight Terence Crawford? Who knows? Hopefully we don't get to that point. Now the new super WBA welterweight champion, Yordenis Ugas, is now a player in the game. Yordenis Ugas has been chasing Errol Spence around for years. He's been his mandatory or the #1 contender for his title, but Errol Spence has admitted that he had no interest of fighting Yordenis Ugas because he's not a household name and he was only interested in big fights. And this is on ESPN, the article. I'll put that in the description box. Also, an interview that Brian Custer did with him. But now since Ugas has a WBA title, Spence is very interested because he wants to get that third belt. That would make him 3 titles against Terence Crawford's 1 title, so he'll get a bigger slice of the pie. I actually like this fight, Ugas against Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence has the edge in the fight, but I think Ugas is going to be a very tough opponent for him. The only drawback I have in this fight is I saw Ugas rocked a couple of times. And don't get me wrong, I'm like everybody else. I wanted to see him against Terence Crawford, but that fight's not going to happen no time soon. But I do think Yordenis Ugas is a better fight than Danny Garcia. Spence's pockets might be lighter fight Yordenis Ugas instead of Manny Pacquiao, but you look at the bright side of it. This fight will be easy to make. You have better access to get that third title. Like I said, I would rather see him against Terence Crawford, but to me, being a boxer fan, this is not a bad alternative. It's still a unification match. Who would you rather see Errol Spence fight this summer? Manny Pacquiao or Yordenis Ugas? Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beasy. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.